What's up, guys? It is Jack and Jeff from AchievementHunter.com. Jeff, we are doing a 5 facts today in one of my favorite games of all time,
and
Doom.
that game would be Doom, right?
Doom. Dude, I spent so much time as a kid playing this game, and really, I mean, this was sort of my first introduction into the sort of serious world of, like, first-person shooters and gaming on a PC, and really gaming in general. I mean, at that point, I'd played a bunch of Nintendo stuff and, you know, SNES, but this was sort of the first sort of, like...
serious.
It felt real. I mean, the fact that Doom came out in 1993, right?
Yeah.
And I remember playing that, and the whole idea of like WADs and like the level editors and things like that. That was something really new and original. And I love the idea of like the multiplayer death matches. You'd never really seen that before. You'd never seen that direct competition in a video game. And or I mean, I'm sure you had in other things, but I mean, for me, that was the first time I'd ever seen it. And like just the ability to like manipulate maps and actually edit stuff and create new things.
Probably one of the most influential games of all time.
Yeah, I mean, John Romero and John Carmack made this thing up in Mesquite, Texas, at id Software forever ago, and yeah, it was one of those games that was sort of like this was the turning point. I mean, this is one of those games that a lot of people look back with fond memories of. And I know I do for sure.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Would you say that Doom is pretty much responsible for you never getting laid as a teenager?
It might have a majority of the. Yeah, it's totally responsible for it. But
well,
yeah.
that and your personality.
So I mean, obviously, like, you know, you hear a lot of things called like Doom clones or Doom type shooters, and that's because this was sort of the granddaddy of them all. I mean, I know Wolfenstein came out before that, but but still, this was sort of the first one that really took it and made it something like really serious and real meaty, and it was incredible. And
it created a new level, and then it took it to that level, and it said, "Hey, check it out! I'm at this level." It's pretty awesome.
And I love the idea too. Like, remember, I don't know if you remember this or not, but the first whole like chapter, the campaign, was actually released as shareware, and that was sort of a cool idea. Was you could actually download or you could like at the time trade discs. And get the first, like, what, 9 levels or so up to the point where you have to fight the Barons, and then that was, what, knee-deep in the dead, and then you had to buy the full game to get the other 2 chapters, and then they released Final Doom later on and had a 4th chapter as well, but...
Oh, yeah, Final Doom.
Yeah, dude, that was... Yeah, the Final Doom, that came out, like, 97 or something, I don't know.
96, maybe?
I don't know.
It was a while ago.
Anyway, but yeah, let's get some facts on this thing. How about that? All right, so number 1, at one point, when the game was in pre-development, the team at id Software wanted to create a game based on the movie Aliens. Although the game wound up becoming Doom, it didn't forget about their love of the movie Aliens. Some elements from Aliens made it into the game. In another movie reference, the chainsaw and super shotgun, which was in Doom 2, were both inspired by the Evil Dead series. And you can clearly see these guys loved kind of horror movies. And,
oh, yeah.
And sort of lots of campiness and lots of crazy alien stuff in this game. Dude, you know what's the worst thing? Like, the worst enemy to me were those damn invisible, like, pinky demon things. Well, there were the pinky demons, and then there were, like, the invisible ones, which you could only see by those little, like, dots on the screen. That was... God damn, I hated those things. But anyway, John Carmack, the man behind the Doom engine at id Software, decided to call the game Doom after seeing a scene from the Tom Cruise, Paul Newman film, The Color of Money. And the scene, Cruise's character refers to what's in his pool cue case as Doom.
Were you a big Color of Money fan?
I was. I was big. Who was the girl in that movie?
80s hot girl.
Yeah, she was really hot, though.
Yeah, she was.
But, man, remember when Forrest Whitaker shows up, and he's all, like, you know, acts all dumb, and then he beats the hell out of Tom Cruise and takes all his money?
Forrest Whitaker. that motherfucker is amazing. I'm like the world's biggest. I'm not even kidding. I'm like the world's biggest Forrest Whitaker fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I love him. You ever see Ghost Dog?
Yes, I did. Way of the Ninja. What's his name? The director of that.
What's his face? The guy that did Dead Man.
Yeah.
Jim Jarmusch. Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyway, but yeah, so John Carmack, he's the genius behind all of the coding and stuff. He does all the engines for the game. So like he did the engine for Wolfenstein and Quake. He did like Commander Keen was his first big one, and so yeah, so this was obviously, you know, pretty cool that he, you know, named it after a pool case. But anyway, number 3, throughout the game you can see the Space Marine's face in the status bar change based on the situation he's in. However, there's one expression that you probably haven't seen. The shocked expression rarely made an appearance in the game due to a bug in the programming. I got something cool, Jeff. So I'm playing the Xbox Live Arcade version of the game. That's what the footage you see in the background here. And I was screwing around getting some B-roll to have for this thing, and I got the shocked expression.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never heard of it, actually.
I didn't even really heard of it either, or you know, I maybe never noticed it before. But yeah, I managed to blow up some barrels, and I'll slow it down in the video so you can see it. But it's like he has this crazy shocked expression. And it's pretty cool. So I was like, wow, that's
almost like serendipity, Jeff.
There you go. Who would have thought? All right, number 4, the Soul Sphere Supercharged power-up was originally intended to act as an extra life. During development of the game, the concept of having lives was dropped.
Yeah.
So those blue floating orb things, those superpower things. I think they give you like 100 health and 100 armor on top of whatever you have, up to 200 of 200, so or 200 and 200. and those were always a lifesaver whenever you were running close to death, and it's like, oh crap, and you grab one and boom, suddenly you're super powered. There's some really cool power ups in the game too. Like,
too bad there wasn't a power up to get you laid in high school.
Oh, good God! But hey,
it's
look,
a sad
if
life.
I didn't play that game then, I wouldn't be here right now. So it's
true.
It's sort of a like
you might be
it's like a pleasure
like
delay thing.
Banging supermodels.
There you go. That would be terrible. I might be playing football for a living or something like that. And last but not least, it is widely believed that id Software's John Romero coined the term deathmatch while working with John Carmack on the LAN multiplayer for Doom. And yeah, dude, I mean, like the whole idea of deathmatch and like jibbing people and all that. I mean, like, goddamn, I played so much Doom and Doom 2 and Quake, and like those were like the golden days of gaming. Like, did you ever have any LAN parties when you were growing up? Or
yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah, I had a 30-person LAN party at my parent's house when I was like in middle school.
You knew 30 people?
I did.
What happened to them all?
I don't know. They probably all played football and got laid a lot in high school. No, I mean, dude, I have so many fond memories of playing Doom, and although we're watching the Xbox Live version of the game, it's still like just memories of playing with the mouse and keyboard back in the day, and like staying up all night trying to beat the entire campaign in Doom 1 and Doom 2. Like, I have so many great memories of that. And even Doom 3, when that came out, I was like, they sort of radically shifted everything. It went from this, sort of gritty, like original, like old school game to this really cool, badass 3D game. And, they're actually releasing a brand new one. They're doing Doom 3, the BFG edition.
Yeah, the BFG. It's coming out on the Xbox, right?
That's coming out on Xbox and I believe PS3 and PC. So they've remade Doom 3, and it's all fancy. Now you can actually use your flashlight as well, like while you're firing a gun. So you've gotten some tape technology, I think.
Can I admit something to you?
What's that?
When I was in the Army, we have this thing called CQ, Sergeant Quarters, where you'd have to spend 24 hours like manning the phones at like the headquarters building.
Okay.
And I would secretly install Doom on the computer there. And then at about 9 p.m. when everybody was gone, I would just play Doom till like 4 in the morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Doom and Civ.
Man, that's good stuff.
Those were the days. And then I would uninstall it in the morning.
Of course, then run like hell. That was always the thing, is like you'd try to install Doom, like the shareware version, on the computers at school before the teachers get there, and try to play it as much as you can, and they'd wipe it every day. It's like, God damn it. So you see how far you can get with your friends. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, the Doom 3 BFG edition is coming out soon. That's going to be really cool. We're going to check that one out for sure.
I'm sure we'll do a lot of videos on it.
Dude, yeah. I just playing this game again just for the B-roll brought back so many great memories. And
of 30 friends, 30 sweaty, smelly friends, all dudes,
of
super sausage
staying
fest.
up all night and playing Doom. And I almost caught my house on fire making eggs one morning at 5 in the morning because I was so tired. I forgot to put butter on the pan to like grease it up.
You gotta do
and
that.
then I was like, after the pan had heated up, I put the butter on then, and it's immediately like burst into steam. And I was like, oh my God! And I smoked up the entire kitchen. Anyway, fond memories. Doom is awesome, and I'm glad to check it out again. And
sounds like you're lucky to be alive thanks to Doom.
Absolutely.
It almost killed you.
All right, well, we'll see you back next week for more.